My book, Amy v. Jackie. Best friends competing for wedding bells and baby Jordan. That's not how it was meant to be. Nurse Amy was in her 40s and she thought it's time she had a child. She took all the tests and apparently she's fine. Her boyfriend, however, refuses to take a test, so Amy believes he's sterile. She decides that she's going to have a baby by someone of her choosing. End of story. However, she'll make sure there's a nice agreement whereby there'll be no contact afterwards. She turns up at the hospital on a night shift and finds baby Jordan suffering from chicken pox. Also at the hospital that night was Jordan's father, Peter. He was staying overnight because his wife was at home, also suffering from chicken pox. Over the next 2 nights, they talked about it, and Peter agreed, yes, he will do it. He'll be father to try and be father to the child. Things, however, change when Amy conceives and agrees to go to Jamaica. I'll read a short passage. One of the first decisions Jackie made when her husband left was not to have any alcoholic drinks around, not wanting folks to feel sorry for her. Lately, however, she began buying red wine and would have a glass whenever she felt like it. Look, in France, Spain, and Italy, to mention a few, it's normal for folks to have a glass of wine with their meals. Even the children have a little glass. Here, they make it a special occasion. When her daughter Chloe didn't answer her, she continued, You don't see them behaving like the beer drinkers, like the beer drinking drunkards. No. Mom, you don't have to explain yourself to me. I keep telling you, just please yourself. Well, I mean, to a point. You're not doing anything to cause me or yourself harm, are you now? I know I sound like a recording, but you're so mature for your age. You're so understanding. Oh, I nearly forgot what I came in for, said Chloe. After Chloe left, Jackie looked at the glass of wine on her bedside table, appearing to decide whether to take a sip. She picked up the phone instead and dialed. The phone rang and Amy picked it up immediately and they exchanged pleasantries before Jackie got to the point of the call. Peter phoned. He wants to get in touch with you, said Jackie. She wanted to go further and tell her that Peter's wife had died. He knows our agreement. Why would he want to do that? Asked Amy. His wife died a few months ago. It was in the local press. How come you didn't tell me? What difference would that make? She waited for a response. Was it before I told you of my wedding plans? Jackie hesitated before answering. Yes. Again there was a period of silence. Amy wondered if Jackie had deliberately avoided telling her in an attempt to sabotage any chance of her seeking to have a life with Peter. Jackie felt compelled to give an explanation. Her attempt to explain that she had only followed her friend's wishes of not doing anything that would allow Peter to be able to find her was met with, Why did you conceal his wife's death from me? It doesn't make sense. If the situation was reversed, I'd be on the phone to you quick, telling you, because there's a chance he could be a proper father to both his children under one roof. Why should I do anything to put your marriage in danger? Come now, get real. You know the situation. You could have told me. Anything I did with the information would have been my problem. I think the number he gave me is his home telephone number. You can call him. There's still time. Wait a minute, said Jackie. Wait a minute, said Amy. How did he know how to find you in the first place? I gave it to him to call me if anything cropped up. That meant he would come to the hotel. That meant he couldn't come to the hotel. But I begged you not to give him your number. I didn't want him to be able to find me. Didn't want him to know whether I was pregnant. You cheated on me. That's not nice. I think you had other reasons for giving him your number. I'm sure of that. You're wicked. Really, really wicked. Jackie replied, just think about the rubbish you just spat out. You want to call him or not? Your choice. Damn. I need to think what's best for Jason. Who's Jason? Asked Jackie. My baby, of course. I'm having a son. Don't you be jealous now. Jackie paused for a moment, thinking she was confident her son was having a good life with his father and his wife. I'm happy with my daughter. So, what you doing? Replied Jackie. I have to think. It's too close to the wedding. I think you'd sue the backside off me. Amy surprised Jackie with laughter at her own statement. I can't lie to you. I'm disappointed. I didn't know before. I like the warm weather here. Don't fancy putting on any coats again. Tell him you delivered the message and that I'm sticking to the agreement. No contact. Okay. By the way, Gregory's looking forward to being a daddy again. Here's something I didn't tell you. He was in England when I was at the hotel. His friends will think the pregnancy took place then. Isn't that a coincidence? Anyway, did you tell Peter I'm pregnant? That's your story to tell, said Jackie. But I think he figured it out once the hospital sister told him you were no longer working there. I see. I'm sorry I blew my top at you. I shouldn't have. You've been so kind to me. Friends behave badly sometimes. Nothing to worry about, said Jackie. She wasn't sure if her comment was the right one, given the circumstances, but Amy said nothing in return, except, bye for now. Jackie was pleased with herself for not appearing to be glad Amy didn't seem to be planning to get together with Peter. Jackie would have been surprised to find that Amy was in turmoil after their chat. She had no need to ask Jackie for Peter's home telephone number, as she still had it, having taken it from the hospital records. She needed to be sure that he would want to marry her, and he was not just seeking information with a wish to break the verbal agreement so he could see his child at times as he grew up. At the same time, she was thinking she could make a life with him, bringing up his boys in loving, brotherly relationship under one roof, within one family. She knew she had a lot of thinking to do.